Hello and good evening from Tier 4. Here we go with page 52. Captain Clifford is looking at the port wingtip. His brows were puckered in concentrated thought, his eyes narrowed, half closed. I think I've got that right. There could be a way of putting her down there all in one piece, or nearly, he said at length. I'm glad they've got really solid procedures rather than just taking a guess at stuff. How, Skipper? Maudie Clifford answered him with another question. Ever played ducks and drakes with a stone on smooth water, Tony? You bet I have, Skipper, answered Tony with a grin. They're chipper in the face of terrible things happening. I should be inspired by them. It has to be a flat stone thrown with a low trajectory. It bounces along the surface of the water until it loses momentum. And the larger the stone, the bigger the bounce, Captain Clifford said slowly. Take a good look at the lagoon just dropping behind us. The spur of rock sticking out into the sea at this end of it isn't higher than 50 feet at the point where it leaves the rest of the island. I think I may be able to clear the reef barrier low and fairly fast, hit the surface of the lagoon just beyond it, and then bounce over the ridge and land on the beach in the next segment of the island's star-shaped formation. Get hell. There are only a few fairly slender coconut palms. Slender coconut palms. But they've only looked at this through binoculars. By the look of it, we might end up with nothing worse than a severe shaking. On the other hand, continue to circuit the island, Tony. I'd better go back and warn the packs what to expect and make sure that they all get well belted in for the bounce. There was no time to be lost. Rising from his seat, Maudie Clifford made his way to the aft end of the cabin, where all the passengers, with the exception of Sam Reeves's voluntary jettisoning party, I would want to be part of that party. Just throwing stuff overboard, get it out. Were clustered together, some belted two to a seat. Why? They looked at him expectantly, hope glimmering in many eyes. Captain Maudie Clifford. That's the best I can do with hope glimmering. I'm sorry, but what I have to tell you is anything but reassuring, he began. It was best to give it to them. I mean, it's going to be straight, isn't it? Page 52.